What do you do when you feel like you are behind on everything in your business? Your email inbox is a mess. You have leads who could have potentially become clients if you had had the time and the capacity to follow up with them. You have overdue tasks from the clients you already have. You have things that you wanted to do in your business that keep getting pushed down your to-do list because you never have the capacity to get there. If any of this sounds familiar, please know this is not your fault. This does not mean you are doing anything wrong. This probably means that you are a solopreneur or a very small business owner who is wearing all of the hats in your business. Maybe you are burnt out. Maybe you are a little bit overwhelmed right now. All of that is normal. And today we're going to be diving into what you can do about it to take some of the pressure off. If you don't know me, my name is Kayla Droog, and I teach service-based business owners like you to set up simple back-end systems for your business so that you can save time and create an amazing experience for your clients. So, as I mentioned, if you feel like you are behind on everything in your business, like you are never able to get to the end of your to-do list, like this is going to be the week that you catch up on everything and it never happens, you're not alone. This is something that is very common when we are a solopreneur and we are trying to do all of the things all of the time, even the things that we are maybe not particularly good at or the things that we don't enjoy doing. You probably started your business to do the thing that you are really good at, but you also have to be good at marketing and sales and copywriting and all of these different things that you might not have signed up for. So it makes sense that you are going to get behind sometimes because this is a lot of stuff for one person to be responsible for. And even if you have help, if you only have a team of one or two other people, it is still possible that there is too much for all of you to handle depending on what type of business you're running. So please be gentle with yourself as you deal with this overwhelm in this situation. If you are a neurodivergent business owner, it's even harder for us, right? We have a shortage of dopamine anyway, and we have trouble crossing things off our list if we don't have sufficient interest or motivation. So it is even easier for us to get behind and to get overwhelmed, right? So whether or not this applies to you, here are some strategies that you can start implementing in your business to make things a little bit easier when you feel like you're behind on all the things. So the first thing that I invite you to do is to completely reframe this goal. We are no longer focused on catching up. We're going to let go of that dream of feeling caught up because here's the reality of owning a small business, whether or not you have a team. Your to-do list is ongoing. As soon as you have finished a task or a project, there's always a new one waiting, right? There is always a new goal that you are trying to get to. Once you achieve something, then it is replaced by something new that you want to achieve. And especially if you have clients that you work with on an ongoing basis, this works for them as well, right? You have tasks that you are crossing off of your list for them, but once you finish a set of tasks or a project, there is more coming. So if we can let go of trying to get to the point of being caught up and recognize that that's not a realistic thing to expect in a business, that already can give you a little bit of a sigh of relief, right? It can create a little bit of openness, a little bit of freedom, and recognize that as an entrepreneur, if you got completely caught up, if there was nothing left to do, that is actually probably a bad sign because that means you're either not setting new goals and pushing yourself to grow in your business, or it means that you don't have any new clients to do anything for, and you're probably not getting any revenue right now. So embrace the fact that always having more to do means that your business is growing and thriving. And instead of trying to get caught up, I instead invite you to think of one small step that you can take right now to gain some momentum. If that one small step is the only thing that you do today, you have done something. You have moved forward a little bit out of the chaos. But if that one step gives you a little bit of oomph and motivation to do the next small step, great. Don't be hard on yourself if it doesn't. You will have still done one small step, and that is amazing. But if it does give you a little bit of motivation, definitely capitalize on that. So this could be something like opening your email inbox and answering one email, or following up with one lead who might become a client. This could be checking in with one of your current clients to talk about the current status of their project, to give them a little bit of an update, to just check in about how things are going. Maybe this small starting point is just to send one invoice or one contract. Whatever it is, I invite you to pick something that is on the lower lift side of your to-do list. So if you are neurodivergent, especially, sometimes the eat the frog method, where you start with the hardest thing on your list, is not what's going to work for our brains, because if we're already in overwhelm, we don't have enough dopamine to do that hard thing. So I invite you to pick an easy thing that can be a quick win and help you get the ball rolling. So think about what that is in your business this week, something that is going to help you move the needle forward, but not be so overwhelming that you can't even start. And if even that small step is too much, then I invite you to find a friend or some sort of accountability partner who can maybe hold some space for you while you do the task, to support you while you're getting it done. The next thing that I invite you to do is to use the tools that you already have. Chances are you already have templates or notes or workflows or a spreadsheet with a plan or a to-do list or something like that you can pull from to help you gain a little bit of momentum and move forward right now. So even if it has been a while since you have checked in with these tools or these platforms, I invite you to maybe take a look at one of them now and see how that might support you. And even if some of these things are outdated, like you have an old workflow that doesn't work for the way your offers or your services have shifted, maybe that's something that you can duplicate and make some quick little tweaks to in order to get it working for you again and giving you a little bit of support. Using things that already exist, reusing and repurposing the things that you already have can make this less of a struggle to move forward. The next thing that I invite you to do to help cut through the overwhelm is to focus on connection. So if you are anything like me, when things start to get crazy and you start to kind of shut down, that involves withdrawing, right? We're not communicating with people as much. We're not connecting with people as much. So engaging in activities that also help you reconnect can be good to give you a boost and some extra support right now. So as I mentioned before, this might look like checking in with some of your current clients, giving them an update on how things are going. Depending on the types of relationships that you have with your clients and how long you've been working with them, you may be able to be a little bit honest with them about what's going on right now. That you are a little bit busy and overwhelmed right now, so there might be a little bit of a delay, but here's where things are at right now. You don't have to get crazy personal about this, but I find that even just, hey, things are busy right now and I got a little bit behind this week, here's my new estimate of when this thing will be done, goes a long way with most clients. This is also a good time to follow up with any leads or contacts who are in limbo and haven't moved forward with you yet. Maybe following up with someone who reached out a while ago or someone you had a consultation with who has not become a client. Or depending on what is and isn't easy for you to do in your business, this could mean doing a post on social media or being in your Instagram stories today. I know for me, when I get overwhelmed, social media is something that tends to get dropped, but that may not be the same for you. Maybe that is a place where it gives you that sense of connection and community. So pick a way to reconnect with people that works for you. Maybe this is a chance for you to reconnect with business owners in your network because these are the people who understand what you're going through. So lean on those types of connections and relationships as well. And then the final thing that I invite you to do in this state of overwhelm is to let go. Let go of shoulds and have tos. Let go of being hard on yourself. But also take a practical look at your to-do list right now, all of those things that you feel like you are so behind on, and start getting honest with yourself. What are the things that actually need to happen? So these are probably tasks that you are doing for clients, things that you are actually getting paid for. So make those a priority. This could be sending invoices or contracts or things that are going to help with onboarding more people who want to pay you. We don't want to leave those people in the lurch. They haven't even become a client yet, so we don't want to lose them. So focus on those client-facing things that have to happen to keep your business running. And then if you look at your current business goals, the things you want to do within your business on the back end, or things to do with your marketing or your content or things like that. Those sorts of tasks are more of a nice to have. If you are in an overwhelm and putting out fires mode, those are not your top priorities right now. Those things will keep for next week or a few weeks from now. Focus on those client tasks, the things people are paying you for, and get those done first. And if those other things have to go on the back burner, your business will survive. And then consider the things that you can fully let go of. Maybe these are things that never actually have to happen. Maybe these are things that can happen a month from now or 3 months from now. Maybe these are things that you can outsource to another member of your team or a contractor or something like that so that you do not have to personally do them. It's important to really be honest with yourself about your capacity right now. You may not be at your full energy level, your full capacity level. Maybe you cannot put in the number of hours per day that you normally would be able to do. So be honest about what you can accomplish with the time and the energy level that you have and what you can let go of, at least for now. And stop putting so much pressure on yourself to do all of it. You are losing the trees for the forest right now. You are looking at the whole and not the individual small steps that are going to actually move you forward and move out of this overwhelmed state. I invite you to remember that falling behind is not failing. It is so common for business owners to fall behind because we are responsible for so many things. And we are looking for progress in our business, not perfection, right? It is never going to be possible to have all of the things done at once that you want to have. Remember what we talked about at the beginning? If you actually got to the end of your to-do list, would that mean that you don't have clients anymore? Would that mean that you don't have a growing business anymore? Probably. So stop thinking of yourself as a failure if the to-do list keeps running into tomorrow every day. As long as you are moving forward and making progress in some way every day, you are moving ahead. You are crossing things off your list. When you fall behind, the important part is not to focus on all of the things that are not finished yet, the balls that you might have dropped. The important thing is what you do next. What are the small steps you take to start fixing the situation? And if you are truly in overwhelm and you cannot find your way out of it on your own, that is the time to start reaching out to people, getting support from the people in your network, maybe outsourcing some things to make your daily business tasks lighter, or maybe finding some sort of mentorship to help you decide on the things that are most important to focus on right now. Business is such a solo thing most of the time, but it shouldn't be. We should be able to rely on each other and support each other. So I invite you to reach out to whoever you can to help make it easier today. If you have any questions about anything I discussed in this video, please let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you know someone who would benefit from this video, please share it with them. I will see you soon.